You're listening to 97.5 The Fanatic, WPEN, WPN HD1 Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studio, powering possibilities. Not only is he fired up for Sunday's matchup between the Eagles and Chiefs, I imagine he's a little fired up for tomorrow afternoon. Lincoln Financial Field, the Owls battling the Sooners. Kevin, good morning.
Good morning, fellas. How we doing?
You sound a bit subdued this morning. Is it the pre-Oklahoma game? Is it the Eagles haven't played in 8 days? What's going on?
It's my puppy who woke me up at 5:30 this morning.
You got a problem. You got a problem. You got a problem child in the house.
That could be it too.
Come on now.
That could be it too.
It's my puppy waking me up at 5:30. We go outside. He does his thing, and then he knocks over the trash can and wakes up the neighborhood because he's chasing a bunny. All that stuff. So,
just a beautiful Friday morning, Kevin. That's all.
Yeah, we've got our fourth kid in the family. So, but he's a good boy. He's just a puppy. That's all.
That's awesome.
And and I'm also saving the pipes. John, you understand this.
Oh, yes.
I've got a big weekend coming up.
Believe me, on Saturdays, I would imagine you're exhausted when you hit the pillow.
Very much so, but you're so wired when you do, what we do, it's hard to kind of like chill out. So you don't go to bed till probably 1 or 2 in the morning because, again, you're wired from all day being on TV. And then it's early in the morning. I'm up because coaching one of my boys in flag football. My other boy's playing tackle football. My daughter's in cheerleading, so we get up and go. So Sundays are get up, and it's all about the kids.
It's always busy in the Negandhi household.
It's good.
That is good. All right, so Kevin, I've been talking about this with John, my man Andrew DeCecco, with Connor, and our incredible listeners, our YouTube chat. I am very, very, very comfortable and confident in Sunday's game. I've explained my reasoning. I'm just wondering if you think I'm a lunatic for being comfortable and confident. Some people think I am. Some people are on my side. Where are you with this upcoming Eagles game against the Chiefs?
I'm not comfortable. Not at all. I'm far from that. I think the Chiefs are going to play desperate football. And every time, it seems like sometime in September, the last few years, we've said the same thing about the Chiefs. Is it over? Is the run over? And when you have Andy there and you have Mahomes there, it's never over, right? So I don't feel comfortable going into the game. I have concerns with Goddard not being there and considering how much of a role he played, and A.J. Brown not being involved in the offense and maybe not looking as explosive. And is he dealing with a hamstring injury? To what extent? I'm concerned about that because if you lose Goddard, is this now going to be Devontae Smith catching, 7-8 passes for 80 yards because we need some short passes? Because let's not forget, they played a defense in the Super Bowl, and Spags had them all in on Saquon. So I have some concerns going in this game, and we haven't figured out that second cornerback.
I'm anxious to see just how the Eagles react to this young team coming into this with the expectations to be favored at Arrowhead. I think it just adds. It's a new swagger too, so I like that too.
Question.
Expectation. I'm very anxious to see that.
But and I think that's Vegas saying, the Chiefs don't have any offensive weapons because, Travis Kelce is not – he's past his prime. He's not the Travis Kelce that really saved this offense when they didn't have a bunch of playmakers on the outside. And then you beat up at wide receiver. We'll see if Worthy gets a shot because I know he was a limited guy in practice coming off that dislocated shoulder. So I'm concerned also, Mahomes is Mahomes, man. He's still in his prime years. He's going to find a way. And we don't have the pass rushers that we had in that Super Bowl, like the Sweats and the Williams. So where are we going to get the pressure? I hope Nolan Smith, loves the idea of Jalen Carter now pushing up front now, and all he could focus on is just go get the quarterback more than anything else. Penalties played a role here. So I think that line is a little telling as well. It's moved multiple times. Eagles favored at 1.5 right now. That doesn't happen to Patrick Mahomes at home.
Well, that's why I feel even better that it's moved into favor. of the Eagles since the line opened up at Chiefs -2.5.
But are you okay with the cornerback situation? I can't see Adoree. I mean, he's going to get the start, but I can't see Adoree Jackson playing in the second quarter if he's still going to be 8 yards off a guy when it's second and short or third and short.
I also don't see him playing CeeDee Lamb or George Pickens, and I think that's part of my confidence. And I don't think Patrick Mahomes, even though he can create time, I don't think he will have as much time to stand tall in the pocket like Dak did now that Jalen Carter will be playing. I do believe that played well, I think we all know it. It's not a belief.
Massive.
Yeah. We all know how major of an impact Jalen Carter makes on the field, and I believe that Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt really benefit from having Jalen Carter, as did Milton Williams, who you mentioned, who got paid $100 million this offseason, as did Josh Sweat, who made a lot of money going to Arizona. It all goes around Jalen Carter.
Yes, it does. We saw it. Cowboys saw it. They adjusted their game plan and started saying, hey, we're just going to run up the gut now. 98's not there. It changed everything. Let's just hope that he plays all 4 quarters for us.
Now, obviously, we've been getting excited for this upcoming Eagles game, but how are we feeling about the Phillies? This was Sanity Week on Kincade and Salciunas.
Only one of us was insane going in.
Hell yeah, I was.
Let's be honest. I was completely calm.
Yeah, but you know what?
He was insane.
You being completely calm is probably being the insane person, because I think everybody else was a little manic, but they sweep the Mets. So, Kevin, I know we've been up and down with this team. It's been a roller coaster. It doesn't feel like they could have the best record during this streak of years where they've made the playoffs, but they just need to win 9 more games, and they do that. So how are you feeling this week following the 4-game sweep of the Mets?
I am blown away, and I was very critical about where this team was mentally after the City Series at Citi Field, and I am blown away at the fortitude this team has. After you lose Wheeler, after you lose Trey in this series, you don't have him, you don't have Bohm, and it is amazing how Dombrowski – He got heavily criticized, and his 2 acquisitions at the trade deadline have paid off so much. Bader's been such a difference maker. Defensively, we knew he was going to bring it, but to bring the offense, to be at leadoff at a certain point now when you lose Trey, and to constantly hit, and then it has a trickle-down effect, right? And then now you see Kepler. It doesn't seem like there's a ton of pressure on Kepler anymore. And then you see a completely different hitter in Brandon Marsh coming back after he went down and got sent down. So I'm just really happy to see the resiliency of this team. And then when you get Aaron Nola setting the tone, man, it changes the entire outlook of this team. Ranger, the last 3 starts, has been incredible. I feel really good about this team. All I'm concerned around right now is get the first-round bye so you can get Trey Turner back and healthy. And a ton of credit to this team. Just show the mental fortitude. And isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing when you're not playing at Citi Field and maybe hitters know what's coming and suddenly they get hit off of you? And now that has changed. It feels like the Phillies have made adjustments.
Interesting thought. All right, lastly, last night's game. Commanders did not look all that great. John and I have been very consistent with our message that we do not believe the Commanders will be the same, same force that they were last year. When you watched that game and how it played out, was your reaction, oh, wow, Commanders might not be as good, or was it, oh, damn, look at the Packers?
Oh, damn, look at the Packers. I couldn't get my eyes off of the Packers. I couldn't get my eyes off the energy from that defense, and they have an identity and a swagger that Micah Parsons brings. Listen, again, 3 quarterback rushes, a half a sack. It's not that. He makes everybody else better. That's what the great players do, and you could see everybody on that team defensively has juice with them. I mean, they're going to lose Jaden Reed. That plays a role there. As for the Commanders, I view the Commanders as one of those teams that they could beat teams that are equal to them or under them, because their quarterback is that good, and they have a ton of veterans. As for them playing elite teams and can they be in that same conversation, I don't think they're ready for that. Well, I think we saw that. So Jaden Daniels looked like a sophomore quarterback in the NFL, and he looked like he was holding on to the ball too much, trying to do too much, and I thought the Packers' game plan was fantastic. So I learned more about the Packers in that game, and then the Commanders are revealing who they are. And them losing Eckler, that plays a role as well now, long-term potentially, if it's a torn Achilles. It shakes up that offense, and I think you'll see a lot more Debo and like the short passing game down the road with the Commanders. And they'll treat that as like, you know, how Andy you viewed Brian Westbrook, right? The screen play is just like a running play. Get 4 to 5 yards, shorten the second and third down situations.
Kevin, we appreciate the time as always, man. Always
Thanks,
great
Kev.
catching up.
Have a great day tomorrow.
I got a question for you before I let you guys go. All right? I'm going to pose this question for you, and I kind of want to get your reaction to it. I was thinking about this. So I'm a big-time card collector. I love collecting cards.
I didn't know that
you know, all that, right? Topps had a card for me a few years ago, part of one of their sets, and they were really nice, and it was really cool to be part of, like, the Topps family.
Sure.
I threw out the first pitch a couple months ago in Seattle because I was at an event in Seattle, and the Mariners actually were kind enough to say, hey, do you want to throw out the first pitch tonight? And I threw out the first pitch, and they gave me a customized jersey. I don't have any affiliation with the Mariners, but they were kind enough to invite me out there, so I threw out the first pitch. It was a pretty good first pitch. It was a sweeper that, you know, made
a
it
sweeper.
across the plate.
That's good. You hit the black.
So,
good job.
Absolutely. So Topps reached out to me and said, hey, would you be interested if we made another card of you throwing out the first pitch? Here's where I'm in conflict. Do I say yes even though I'm in a Seattle custom jersey?
Absolutely.
Or do I wait because you guys know my love for the Phillies? Phillies have never asked me to ever throw out the first pitch. What do you think I should do?
Wait.
Why can't you have both?
Wait.
I'm saying
you
wait.
have both? Why?
Because you already have a card. I wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wait.
but I get
wait.
the Mariners one, and then when you throw out one for the Phillies, I'll text John Brazier right now. I'll try to make it happen.
No, but they may not.
I don't think Topps is going to reissue multiple.
Yeah, I don't think
cards
they're going to be doing that. No, you don't want to go to that well too many times. You already have a card. You wait.
I would take it.
Yeah.
I would take
No,
it. By the way, you're talking to a kid that grew up loving Ichiro, and that's that was my second team as a child. So, maybe that's part of it.
There
but
you go.
I would.
Yeah,
I would take
and listen, I posted it like when I threw out the first pitch, and some Phillies fans were a little bit like, hey, and my response was, the Mariners invited me. They were kind enough to say
Every
yes.
one of those Phillies fans that complain would love to throw first pitch out for any Major League Baseball team because it would be a memory they would have for a lifetime. And so I say boo to those people.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, Kevin.
It's interesting.
I say,
So,
you go for it. All right,
Thanks,
Kevin.
Kev.
We appreciate the time, man. We'll talk to you next week.
That would be good.
There he is, Kevin Negandhi from ESPN. I would get a customized. A Topps card?
No, he already has one.
Okay, I have two.
So
That's
you wait.
awesome.
Yeah, but you can't go to that well because if he takes this one, then when he does.
Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas, host of Kincade and Salciunas. Just want to thank you for checking out all of our great videos that we have on our YouTube channel every single day. Make sure, if you can, please like and subscribe and check out all the videos that we have on our YouTube channel, whether it's for us, Kincade and Salciunas, of course, our midday show, as well as Unfiltered with Bill and Ricky.